Hey, what's happening, gamers? How's everybody doing? Welcome to a special presentation of Ace Attorney Investigations Collection. This is episode 18. How's everybody doing? Tonight's Ace Attorney is actually brought to you by VIP channel member Spicy Peppa. And I believe it's Spicy Peppa's birthday today, so if you guys could wish her a happy birthday, that'd be great.
Happy birthday, Robin!
And we're gonna get to this thing. So, Ace Attorney was on hiatus because the series was not performing well. So let's see what happens tonight. I would like to do it every Sunday if we can. But...
Spicy Peppa's trying to bring it back.
Yeah.
With her ultimate. So thank you, Spicy Peppa, for your generosity. And we actually weren't going to do it this week. And then we were like, oh yeah, that's right. Spicy Peppa's bringing it back.
Well, it's December 15th. You get what you pay for.
Yep, it's happening. Oh, it has been a while since we have done this.
2 weeks, I think.
Oh my gosh.
Detention center. Oops. Okay.
Well. Oh, who was that?
Saint.
Is that the girl? Or...
No, that's the guy.
Oh, okay. Whoops.
You withheld information from me. Why? Beep. I didn't withhold anything, or at least I didn't mean to.
Okay. So you are a member of the very big circus, right?
No, I mean, yes, but no. I'm not really a member. I'm still new. That's irrelevant. You're still a member. Yeah!
Let's try this again. Why didn't you tell us?
Because it would have looked so suspicious, me being a performer in the circus show, and me being friends with Bronco. I thought that if anyone found out, nobody would believe I was innocent, not even you, Kay. I thought I made it clear that I believed in you. But when you stared at me like that, I was terrified. You're a real smooth operator, aren't you, Miles? Any other client scaring tips you want to share? You're not really helping, Fender. And at this rate, it sounds like we really need to question him about everything all over again.
So what do you do at the circus, Simeon?
I'm an animal tamer, kind of. I'm still learning the ropes, though.
That's so cool! Do you get to train lions and tigers and bears and stuff?
Lions? Tigers? Bears? Oh my, no. I work with this little guy. It looks pretty tame already to me. So you're not exactly a tamer, more like one of those old-timey organ grinders. Not now, money. I'm trying to... Oh, you little scamp.
Little monkey. Cute.
What? What is he doing? He's controlling the guy?
Pretending that he's a puppet.
Something tells me it's the organ grinder who's being monkeyed around. Big Berry Circus. Money the monkey. Alright, guys and gals, let's keep those likes up.
Money, monkey.
This is why we don't do Ace Attorney anymore.
This is why we can't have nice things. Don't spill grape juice on grandmother's special carpet, and don't forget to like the video when Ace Attorney's on.
Because Ace Attorney is a tremendous amount of work for us compared to other series, and the fact that it only has 40 views after 4 minutes is pitiful. When we spoke to you before, you said you worked at a company. I was telling the truth. The circus really is a company. Well, we all have titles and everything. Ringmaster's the CEO, and I guess I'm called a gopher? I even have a little manager. She's head of the animal taming department. It's part of the showbiz division. She's such an inspiration. There isn't a creature in the world she couldn't convince to do her bidding. Yeah, even Miles here. I'd like to see somebody whip him into shape. I'm not some kind of creature, Fender. So this line manager was working with you on the show? Yeah, it was just the two of us. It wasn't all that big of a job compared to what we normally do. She usually is the one performing on stage. I just do all the monkey work. But I did have a big part this time. So only 2 members of the circus are relevant to this case. Roll in the show. Alright, talk me through your movements here at the facility. Sure, I came to see Bronco at around 2 days ago at noon. And that was when you brought the chess set? Yeah, and this very same evening, I started setting up the stage in the yard. It was so hard, I had to haul everything in by myself over the multiple trips.
Oh, wow.
They let us use one of the rooms in the prison for storage. Workshop A, I think. Workshop A, where Knight's body was found.
You mean your boss didn't help you?
Oh no, I could never ask her to scalp all that stuff around. Like I said, the monkey work's my job. Once it was all set up, we did a run through, and it must have been midnight by the time I left. The next morning I was back and ready for the show, which started at 8 a.m. Then we performed till, I don't know, 10? So Mr. Saint was the only one of the pair to have entered the room where the body was found. The Knight's body was found immediately after the show had ended. Okay, reason for the arrest. Do you have any idea why you were arrested? And why so quickly? I've never seen a guy get booked so fast. Surely even little Winner or whatever wouldn't just pull somebody in on a hunch. Never underestimate the power of an underdeveloped intellect. I think I might know why. When I was moving all the stuff, I went to go see how he was doing. Bronco, I mean. You went to the holding cells on your own? Tell me you had permission. No, it wasn't a formal visit or anything. I just sort of snuck over and hoped no one stopped me. But you just seen him earlier that day. Why take the risk? I've known him since we were kids, when we both of us were alone. He doesn't have any family, you see, just like me. I knew I'd be feeling lonely, that he'd want somebody to talk to, so I just had to go see him. You don't have any family. For a while I had my dad, but he passed away when I was a little kid.
Aww.
Losing one's father as a child, I know that pain all too well.
He's just like you and me, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh.
There was nobody else nearby when you went to see him, No, the other holding cells were empty and I didn't see any guards. And, well, somebody must have seen you or you wouldn't be in there. Oh, no, I messed up so bad, didn't I? Oops. So the assumption is that something happened while the two were alone together. At least I imagine that would be Winner and Judge Gavel's thinking. In any case, I think we'll need to speak to your boss next. Last I heard, she was supposed to be around today, too, somewhere in the yard. Tell her I'm sorry, won't you? I'm so sorry, I can't believe I let this happen.
Sure thing, Simeon. We're here for you. If there's anything else we can do, just say the word.
But I mean, there's nothing I can do for you in return.
You don't have to worry about that. We're friends. We know what it's like to be in your shoes. We're all part of the same club. All right. After all, right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Unfortunately so, I'm afraid. Thank you for sharing such personal details with us. By the sound of it, you had a little reason to kill Knight. If anything, you're the one most affected by his passing. And what's more, I simply don't believe a person as gentle as you is capable of murder. Rest assured, we believe you, and we will get you out of here.
What?
Well, what do we have here? A gosh darn defense attorney, that's what. Bravo, big guy. I can't believe I'm saying it, but you even reminded me of your old man for a moment there. I did? From the book of Gregory, an attorney is a friend to the friendless. Simeon, me bucko, this guy'll suffer any hardship for your friendship. Things are gonna be shiply amazing. What? Okay.
Maybe simply amazing, but they call it shiply.
I didn't realize Talk Like a Pirate Day had come earlier this year, Fender.
Our things are going to be shiply amazing.
But that's just the thing. You never know when a pirate will strike next. Anyway, kid, you want some candy? No thanks, I don't like sweet stuff. Well, suit yourself. Oh, bummer.
Oh, I wouldn't mind a nice ship myself. A great feast galleon for the dread pirate K. Yar, me hearties! We'll sail the seven seas together and claim the greatest treasure of all, the truth.
Shiver me timbers, you two will be the death of me. Come now, let us sail for the prison yard, but no sea shanties on the way, please.
Oh, I am on the sea.
No,
Okay.
no.
Aw, look, the shutter's open.
That's the way out to the yard, I believe.
Let's take a look. Come on, what are you waiting for?
Okay, don't run in the... Never mind.
Let's go!
Someone's excited.
We are pirates, and we will discover the truth by interrogating prisoners.
Amber, please stop. We're gonna have to push shorts.
I know.
We're doing very bad hourly. Very, 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 very bad.
Well, thanks for sharing to Facebook, Captain Zach.
Okay, so... we're gonna have to push, Why don't we do the Flash, he was right. Because, nobody's watching that right now. Alright, guys, we're not doing well hourly. So, like, this is why I don't like doing Ace Attorney anymore. Is because it literally, like, strangles the channel in a chokehold. So we're gonna have to push, like, 6 shorts this hour. The first short is this one. And pushing those 6 shorts should, over the next hour, should have us cross over to 1,000. Or keep it at 1,000. Prison Yard. So mods in the chat, you guys are going to need to push for that. Your goal is to try to get like 30 clicks in the next like 10 minutes, and then we'll do another short, and then another, and another, and another. So this is the famous yard. The circus performance was taking place here just before the body was discovered.
Check it out! It's like the backdrop to some epic festival. Whoa!
What did you find, Kay? Most of the prisoners were assembled here when the body was discovered, which means that anyone who saw the show has an alibi. Building layout updated in your court organizer. Alright, time to take a look around. Kay?
Stop hitting me! Help! Mr. Edgeworth!
Cease and desist, you beast!
Somebody, help!
That's some girl.
Stay, Isaiah, stay! Who's that?
Oh, look who it is!
Oh, there's that performer. I can't remember what she sounded like.
She had a high-pitched voice.
Oh, you found a new friend to play with! Good for you, girl! Play with? Your elephant nearly ate me! No way! She'd never do something like that! Isaiah doesn't even bite. At least not very often. Not very often?
So she does have a taste for human flesh. Interesting.
How did you like meeting a real, live elephant up close? Aren't you glad that you did? Yeah, I'm glad that I didn't die. But you did have fun, right?
There, sweetie, don't cry. She had a wonderful time, didn't you, Kay? Don't mislead the poor girl, Fender.
Oh, she did? Oh, I'm so happy.
Here, let me make it up to you. How about a hug?
Wow, come on.
Oh, okay, keep your trunk to yourself. I'm just kidding.
Unbelievable, Fender. Oh, another new friend. Isn't it just the best day? Isn't it just the best day ever?
I am Associate Defense Attorney Miles Edgeworth.
Oh my gosh! I'm so
introduce myself. I'm Regina. It's so nice to meet you. I'm Kay, Great Thief Extraordinaire and Mr. Associate, Defense Attorney's Great Associate.
This self-introduction brought to you by the word convoluted.
And your elephant's newest friend is Mr. Fender, the defense attorney. Oh, she's not just any elephant. That's Isaiah, the Asian elephant.
Okay, 9 of you guys have clicked the short so far. We need more than that.
Isaiah stopped the second you told her to. You really have a way with animals, Regina.
Yep, Regina's back. Except I don't think Miles Edgeworth met her.
Well, I wouldn't be much of an animal tamer if I didn't. What? So you're Simeon's boss? That's right, Regina Berry, head of the Animal Teaming Department, Showbiz Division, Berry Big Circus. It's so lovely to meet you all.
The pleasure's all ours, mademoiselle. Name's Eddie Fender. I'm a bit of an ace attorney. So much for whipping me into shape there.
Yes, she's perfect.
What are you muttering to yourself about, Kay?
Oh, that positivity, that charisma, the energy. Regina, you'd make a perfect partner in crime for the great thief Yatagarasu. Great thief? That sounds like fun. My animals and I have stolen the spotlight quite a bit in our time. Whoa, that's the one thing we don't want to steal here, Regina. Gotta keep it on the down low, all stealthy, ninja-like. But where's the fun without a show? The down low sounds like it might get me down. Bummer, I think we've got a fundamental difference of opinion going on here.
It would indeed appear the negotiations have broken down. Maybe next time, Kay.
Wow, Mr. Edgeworth, let's get cracking then. Too bad we can't see much of what's going on beyond that metal fence, though.
Indeed, and we're in sore need of information in addition to evidence. Therefore, we should make an effort to talk with any persons of interest as well. And that looks like the gate to Jurassic Park.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Okay, so... Guys, you're going to have to make more of an effort to watch the short. Like, literally 10 people are watching it. And, like I said, the reason why we stopped doing Ace Attorney is because it was literally strangling the channel. Like, we were bleeding hundreds and hundreds of views an hour. So we really need you guys to click that short. Because we're going to have to push 4 of them.
This is going to be a difficult day, but this is an ultimate, so we're doing it. But after this, like, if you guys do want more Ace Attorney, please do try to make an effort to watch the short, because then, it's possible we might be able to continue it.
Alright, investigation.
Thanks, everyone, for clicking the short.
Remember, guys, I can see the real-time data, so I can see if people are watching the short or not. Now it's up to 17 people. So our goal is to get 30 or 40 for that short, and then we're going to push like 3 or 4 more, because shorts help the hourly views stay stable. This stream is not going to help the views stay stable. It's not even 200 views at 20 minutes. Like, it's...
I was just thinking, you could autoplay like a different video on our channel than this.
I am autoplaying something.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Mr. Attorney. How are you today, if you don't mind me asking?
Today? We just talked to you earlier, Mr. Saw It.
Oh, heavens, I do apologize. Ever since I came to call this place home, I've been working on my interpersonal skills, you see, in order to be as annoying as possible. I'm currently helping out the circus show stage tear down and clean up. But if you have need of me, I'll do my utmost to help. helping out. So that's the creepy guy again.
Thank you guys for the people who were watching it. Thank you guys. Sorry we have to ask you to do that. I don't know why YouTube drops our views when we do this. And thank you for the kind words, Kwings, because I forgot how great the Kwings were at doing this. It's very kind.
What is Mr. Sod doing here? He's working in the yard.
He's got that suspicious glove on him.
We're not accusing you, Popstar. We're just, like, talking to the chat, like, as a big entity.
As a whole.
As a whole.
If there were, like, more than 40 people watching and there's only 10 people that have clicked on it, we're asking you guys, because if you guys, if people don't, it doesn't have to do with, like, us, like, blaming anyone. It has to do with, like, we're asking you guys to put in, like, to watch it, because otherwise we're just telling you guys that we will not be able to continue it if people don't watch. Like, we're not saying, we're not mad at anyone. We're explaining that, like, we're in a dire situation.
Yeah, and we can, even though we're taking the hit for doing this game, if people would watch the shorts we put there, and we can use multiple shorts, we can keep the channel stable. Like, the channel is literally dying while doing this game. Like, we should be, at this time of night, on a Sunday, we should be at 1,300 or higher. Or 1,500 or 1,600. We're at, like, barely 1,000. We're, like, so close to hitting 900. Which would be very, very bad. So, we're asking people to watch the short so we can keep it stable. Think of it like a tourniquet until Indiana Jones is the next stream. I'm just chipping in and doing what I can, model prisoner. Yes, my stay in prison has been me reborn. The Frank saw it, you saw before, is a changed man. A changed man who now targets the recently deceased. No, you misunderstand. That was just a moment of madness.
A moment of madness? Ugh, you're a disgrace to all thieves everywhere!
Oh, you're right, of course. I can't deny it. I still have a long way to go, after all. As a thief. Anyway, as you see, I have a shiny new bracelet now, thanks to you. So it's straight and narrow for me. Like I say, I'm a model prisoner. Not a real model prisoner would need to keep telling me that. Vocational training. I'm doing everything I can to prepare for my eventual return to society.
Yeah, you even skipped the show to focus on your training, didn't you?
Ah, that's right. Only 2 inmates were absent. Sort and Kanis. Why didn't you tell us about Mr. Kanis sooner? Oh, that? Well, look, I didn't think there was an inmate in this prison who'd talk about him if they didn't have to. He's, well, you could say he's the real one in charge around here.
What?
You didn't hear it from me, but, well, I guess it comes with being the fixer. The fixer? Yes, anything you need, he can get it for you.
Creepy.
But how does he get away with it?
I'm not sure, but he's the one who does. I heard he has a secret way of getting things into the facility, wink wink. I imagine being the fixer affords Kanis certain privileges. Not that I concern myself with such things anymore, of course. I'm more interested in perfecting my mud pack application technique. And what are those mud packs exactly? They're a special type of mud treatment, rich with minerals. It works wonders on their coats. I've been practicing on animals here in this prison. I hope to treat them all eventually. Speaking of mud, that reminds me of a certain piece of evidence. Maybe I should try presenting it to him. Present evidence to him?
Presenting evidence? What can we present? Let's see.
Okay, good. Alright, so that short's done. We're gonna do a different one now. Alright guys, you got it up to 30. You could do one last push on that one. I'm gonna get another one ready for you. So, like I said, we're just gonna kind of band-aid this hour as best we can. We have no choice. Alright, Cat Short. He won't play. Alright, guys, that's the next one. Well, we have the rubber glove, we have bloody tarp, we have door sensors, we have black dog, bracelet, chest piece, wiped floor, chest diagram, prison, whatever. I don't see anything with mud. Missing guard uniform, security gates. The only thing that we have that's dirty would be wiped floor, showing dirt. The bloody glove and the bloody cloth. Killed, stabbed to the throat, the body is covered in dirt. So, maybe it's the body. I'm afraid I wouldn't know anything about that. As I said, I have nothing to do with this incident. I don't think that's quite true, is it? Oh, but it is. What you see is what you get with me. No bolster, no lies, no false pretenses. I'm a model prisoner after all. No false pretenses. That rug on his head would say otherwise. But maybe I'd better keep that to myself. Okay, so that didn't work.
I don't know.
Any ideas?
I'm not sure.
I could try the bloody glove.
What's this guy's name again?
Mr. Saw It. Thank you, Justo Kenobi.
They...
Okay, so He Won't Play has 6 people who've clicked it so far. Let's try to up that to, like, 20.
And those... I don't...
You don't know?
I don't know.
I'm gonna try the gloves next. That's the rubber glove I dropped! Would you care to explain why it's so dirty? Oh, of course! That's mud from one of the pet treatments I've been practicing. I was giving one of the animals a mud pack right when the incident occurred. I see. Around that time, would this have been? Let's see now. The show had already started, so, oh, I know, around 9 a.m., perhaps. The thing is, the more mud I applied, the more in the zone I got. And the darker the animal's fur became. There's no trance quite like the trance one enters when one slathers an animal with thick black mud. I think the stress of prison might be getting to him. Okay, rubber gloves updated in the court organizer.
Okay.
Of course, it's all thanks to the Warden that we have access to such wonderful distractions. I'm eternally grateful, truly I am. Okay.
Creepy.
Very creepy. Alright, I think
Maybe
that's everything. You think
maybe the chess set?
the chess set has mud on it?
I don't know.
Folding chessboard with pieces stored inside it belonged to Knight and has a secret compartment.
I don't know.
Well, the gloves was definitely something.
Okay, well, maybe not then. I guess everything's fine.
Present glove. Okay. Anything else? We could try this. I don't think that'll do anything, but may as well. I'm afraid I wouldn't know anything about that. As I said, I have nothing to do with this incident. I don't think that's quite true. But it is. What you see is what you get with me. No bolster, no lies, no false pretenses. I'm a model prisoner. No false pretenses. That rug on his head would say otherwise. Okay, so we did the glove, we did the body. I don't see anything else with dirt.
Yeah, I think we already presented the glove. I think we're okay.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna explore the stage. Dun, 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 dun. My question is, how does Regina not know Miles Edgeworth? Was he not in the game that she was in?
Yeah.
Was Regina like there with his sister then? Like
Oh.
Von Karma?
I do not remember, Luke. That's a good question.
A simple, sturdily built well. Oh, sorry. I thought I was seeing things. A simple, sturdily built well. I wonder if it was the work. I wonder if it was the work of prisoners.
Whoa, somebody left a bunch of tools lying around here. There's a long piece of rope, and I'm pretty sure pretty heavy looking weight here. Let's see. It weighs 30 pounds. There are some pulleys too.
Kay, can you stop touching everything in sight?
Oh, come on! Sound like I was gonna take anything.
What exactly were they being used for, I wonder?
Right, what were they being used for, and could I fit this in my pocket?
No, I don't believe so. Moving on to the Jurassic Park gate.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Danger! High voltage! I never saw one of these things in real life, except for in this one movie where there's dinosaurs. It's a high voltage gate. It has high voltage. Hey! That must be the fabulous garden outside the warden's office over there.
Ah, yes. The warden mentioned being able to see it from her window on the detention center side.
With this dumb barbed metal fence wasn't in the way, though. I wish this dumb barbed metal fence wasn't in the way, though. I thought it was all one big yard.
Given how protective the warden seemed of her little bit of earth, I imagine it's to keep riffraff like us out.
It's a pretty big gate, though, you have to admit, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes, indeed. It's quite fabulous. Very big.
Looks a little bit scary with the high voltage there.
Would you like to touch the gate, Kay?
I don't really feel like trying
Touch
it out.
the gate,
no.
Kay. I'm sure it will be a very
I don't think that's a good
electrifying
idea.
experience.
Hey!
Who are you shouting at?
Ponds like this usually have goldfish in them, right? I wanted to see if they would come out and say hello.
I only see water striders.
Like in the Jackie Chan movie?
Yes.
Hey, water striders are so cool. They can walk on water like ninjas. Whoosh, whoosh. Man, I wish I could do that.
You wish you could say the word whoosh? It's not that hard. Pronounce it with a W and a whoosh. There.
No, I wish I could walk on the water.
No, you were trying to pronounce whoosh.
Whoosh.
No. No. Wrong. Whoosh.
Oh, no.
Like that. Not whoosh.
Whoosh.
No, now you're
Whoosh.
just making fun of me. So much for the goldfish. It's whoosh.
Everyone has a different way of pronouncing things, Mr. Edgeworth.
Everyone else is stupid. A wicker basket, or rather a cart given the wheels.
Oh, smells like animals.
What are we doing, ASMR? I suppose they must have been using it to move things around.
Hey, wouldn't it be fun to hop in and then, like, race it down a hill? Oh, you know what else would be kind of fun? Racing down a hill on office chairs.
Where did any of that come from?
Or we could race on, you know, laundry carts or a wheelbarrow.
Let me think about it. No.
Or one of those carts they have the McDonald's hamburgers in before they make them.
An Asian elephant named...
Isaiah!
Right, and one of the berries circuses very many animals. She certainly seems very fond of petting humans, based on what I've seen. What was that?
That was my elephant sound.
That's not what elephants sound like.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
That's an elephant sound. I made an elephant sound. You're welcome. I'm adding to the playthrough.
No,
Luke, I'm making it better. That's what they sound like.
Alright guys, keep pushing the short.
You're welcome.
Well, most humans think that does not sound like an elephant.
You can't just glare at her like that, Mr. Edgeworth. She'll think you're trying to show her who's boss.
Are you telling me she thinks I'm one of her kind?
Well, no, she respects you, I guess.
How comforting. This door appears to be locked.
Want me to open it? Can't guarantee anything, but I'll certainly give it a try.
No, if we deem it necessary, we will simply ask for the key.
Oh, spoil sport! That could have been my chance to shine.
You're free to shine somewhere else, but you'll not make an audience out of me. Ha ha.
Actually, that would be really sus, opening locks in a prison without permission. We would get in trouble so badly.
These chairs have been for the audience, I assume.
Wow! I pity whoever had to put them all away.
Really? Why?
Ha! You clearly never had to fold up a bunch of boring chairs before, have you?
Not personally. I've told other people to do it, though.
Come on, Mr. Edgeworth, you gotta roll up your sleeves and help out once in a while.
Consider it, maybe. No, he'll just have, what's his name do it? Just have Gumshoe. What am I staring at?
Come on, Mr. Edgeworth, Gumshoe folds chairs all the time.
This must be the stage for the show.
Do you think people would be interested in a great thieving show where I thieve stuff?
I'm sure the police would be very eager to attend.
Whoa, I wonder why that would be.
You're an idiot, Kay. Hello. Regina Berry. Okay. Present Regina Berry, 37 minutes. Regina.
Have our views gone up at all, Luke? Luke doesn't want to answer
Nope.
it.
No.
Well, we're trying the best we
Oh,
can.
we're gonna keep pushing.
I like doing these attorney.
I know, little one. Alright, let's see what
Wow,
people are.
guys! She's so sparkly, says Miss Deanna. Yep.
She's very sparkly.
Wow, guys, you guys are almost at 100 likes. Fantastic.
Okay, so what were we doing? The cat one?
You were doing one that said,
He won't play?
I don't remember. I had
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I think it was a... So we need,
He was right, was the one you were doing.
No, that was before.
Oh, well, I don't know what you were doing.
I'm pushing a cat one right now.
Oh,
The he was right is already... You have to remember, once it hits like 30 or 40 views, it doesn't grow anymore. Like for a short. That's why you do multiple shorts.
okay, look.
Because YouTube stops it.
I don't know why they would.
Because they just do. Right.
That seems sus.
Yep. Alright, guys. So click the link, and Amber's going to continue with Regina. So here we go, Regina. Sparkly. If you're the head of the animal taming department, you must be Mr. Saint's boss.
That's right. My dad founded the Berry Pig Circus, but he passed away. He was murdered. I'm sorry to hear that, Regina. But we have a new ringmaster now. He's made the circus bigger and better than ever. He's such a nice man. And he was a good friend of my dad's, too. Wow, that's great. Lucky you. I know, right? It was his idea to set up departments like animal taming, magic, and ventriloquy. Only animal taming and ventriloquy have more than one person right now. But the Big Berry Circus is getting bigger and better, day by day. Sounds like you guys are really going places. Wow, that's pretty amazing.
They're getting on well. I'll leave them to it. The circus show. Can you tell me about the show?
Oh, it's a wonderful thing. It even has a story. And not just any story, it's a love story. Isn't that dreamy?
Sounds like a regular riot. So who's the star of the show? Let me guess. You?
No, silly, that would be Isaiah the elephant, of course. And she falls in love with none other than Regent the tiger. It's a heart-rending saga of forbidden interspecies
Oh, Nelly, I've heard of odd couples, but that takes the biscuit.
Oh my god.
And that's not all. There's a love triangle too. So romantic. Whoa, that sounds kind of incredible. Huh, Mr. Edgeworth?
So the elephant is the heroine. I suppose there's a first time for everything. And who's the third wheel?
Oh, that would be the big old meanie who tries to tear our star-crossed lovers apart. Oh, what animal do you think it is, Mr. Edgeworth?
Given that it's a circus, perhaps a lion?
I think a raven would be kind of cool, like the Yadagarasu raven. Ah, nope, it's a sneaky monkey.
That certainly lowered the stakes.
Oh, you mean Money the monkey, right? Nope, again, the role of the monkey is played by Simeon the person. Money's far too small to play against Isaiah and Regent. Silly. Anyway, the evil villain tries to tear Isaiah and Regent apart. What will become of the fated twosome? It's so exciting, isn't it? Wow, it sure is. Interesting.
So, Mr. Saint was more than just the little helper he claims to be.
Poor Simeon. It'd be terrible if he couldn't perform with us anymore.
Interesting.
He was on stage with a tiger?
Can you tell me about how you set things up for the performance?
Oh, that's not really my area. Simeon took care of all of the lifting and carrying. He volunteered after I told him to. He's such a sweetie. He offered to do everything by telling me to concentrate on the show. I did see him doing something near that well, though.
Oh, well. I recall seeing one behind the stage. I should examine it in more detail.
You should have seen him moving those huge cages around all by himself. He's a total hero. Yeah, sounds like something he would do. Move stuff.
Weeping all the while.
He was going back and forth between the yard here and some sort of workshop with all this equipment. The prison gave us special permission to use it for storage. But he was the only one who went down there, so I don't know much more than that.
The workshop must be the one where Knight's body was found. I guess this confirms that Mr. Saint was the only performer to have gone into Workshop A.
Wow, this sucks. All we're getting is information that works against us at this point. You'll have to help Simeon, Mr. Attorney. We're all counting on you. Just leave it to us, Regina. He may not look it, but Mr. Edgeworth knows how to get things done.
And what exactly is he may not look it supposed to mean? There you are!
Oh, there you are!
Oh, that's the crazy lady.
Regina Cupcake! Oh, Warden, look at it! I have been simply dying to sit down for a chat, you exquisite little thing!
Oh dear.
Well, they're talking.
They're talking, yes. Alright, so I think we're done with that short. Let me see. What was the one we had? What was the one with the cat? He won't play. Yep, that's got 30, so we're done with that.
Yep, Mr. Warden and her pet fox. Are you gonna be playing Fairy Tale Tuesdays, Ed? No, we're not. Thank you, though, Ed. Thank you for the highlighted message.
We thought about it, but people voted, like 700 people voted for the Indiana Jones game we just played today.
Yeah.
So
We had it on a poll, but people didn't vote for it. So.
no, and it also showed that only 8% of the people that voted out of like close to 1,000 people would be interested in it. So Fairy Tail probably would have been struggling as much as Ace Attorney is right now.
Yeah, thank you for being a member for 16 months, Ed. Thank you so much for your help.
Alright guys, next short is up. Next short, so we can try to keep things moving. You guys are doing great. I know it's a lot of work, but you're doing fantastic. It sucks, but that's our reality. Alright, let's talk to the crazy warden. And the warden's on the thumbnail, so there you go.
Awesome.
The prison! Do you mind if I ask you a little about the prison?
Oh, not at all. This place is my pride and joy. My home. Sure, it was a prison when I first arrived. But, and it was awful and utter disgrace.
What? Awful, I suppose you mean the Awful, I suppose you mean the prisoners were unruly.
I most certainly do not. They are angels, every one of them, and they have always been angels. No, it was the ambience that was awful. I fretted and I brooded, and then it hit me. The animals! If anyone could brighten up the place, it was them!
The fox has its arm open at the same time.
Being the fox.
Whoa! I guess it's nice having the animals around, huh?
Oh my god.
Yes, I mean, it is just, and now look at my fabulous little family, huh? Why, my darling Frankie, he's the very picture of rehabilitation.
Except when he's rifling through dead men's pockets. Alright, Mr. Saw it.
We have so many success stories among the family, but darling Frankie really is a marvel. He's thrown himself into his vocational training and is always the first to volunteer for everything. What? And your other model prisoners don't do that? Oh, of course they do, my dear. Of course. They are such triers, such doers. It is just that Frankie, he just say he knows what's good for him.
What exactly does she mean by that?
Anyway, he's a very good boy. So do try to be nice to him, won't you?
Okay.
They're supposed to be in prison, though. Like, you're not supposed to care if they're happy. They're supposed to be filling out their sentence.
Right.
Loud, soaring music, great leaping animals. The very big circus truly has it all. And everyone who comes here gets to see it once a month. Really? Wow, in that case, let me see.
She'd better not be thinking of something to confess to. This monthly show, is it always performed by the Big Berry Circus? Oh, well.
Of course, sweetie. I am Regina's biggest fan. That girl's my little princess, my superstar. She's so wonderfully talented. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. And she's so adorable, so sweet. I could just gobble her up right now. Gobble, 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 gobble. You're not lying when you say you're her biggest fan, huh? Weird. Which is why I am worried about her. so worried. It's all because of poor Simeon, you see. If he's found guilty, why, darling Regina will be devastated. You simply must make sure that does not happen, Mr. Lawyer. Please, I am begging you. If there's anything I can do to help clear up this awful misunderstanding, let me know. Good Foxy. Regina, darling, you put on the most splendid show for us yet again. The stage, the stars, and you in particular, my princess. It is simply divine. That's so nice of you. I hope everybody else who watched enjoyed it too. About that, dear, I am afraid I have something awful to confess. There were some absences, you see.
She must mean Kanis and saw it.
We were 3 members short. Unbelievable! I know. How will you ever forgive me?
I'm sorry, but you're saying the 3 inmates didn't attend the show.
Ah, that is right. Sweetie, I counted the seats myself. 1, 2, 3, no shows. And I always make sure there are enough seats for everybody. But Mr. Edgeworth, that's not right, is it?
Indeed. As far as we were aware, Mr. Kanis and Mr. Sort were the only ones not present. This doesn't add up. Who is the 3rd missing prisoner, and what were they doing? It seems we need to investigate further.
I wasn't enjoying my chat with dear Regina so much. I almost forgot. I must feed the little one.
Little one?
Oh no. Yikes! Alligator! You are looking adorable as always, Allie, my sweet. Oh, she's so pretty. And what a cute name. Yes, Allie the alligator. Is she not, darling? She's my favorite. Aren't you? Yes, you are. I'm so jealous. Can I pet her? Of course, princess, of course. Of course. Yay!
Boy, howdy. These 2 are made for one another. They look like they look like they'll be busy for a while.
Maybe we should go back inside the prison and check the cells or something, or stare at the wall. Let's get out of here.
Yes, let's do that. Perhaps we can find the clue there as to who our 3rd missing prisoner might be.
I wouldn't call that alligator pretty, but okay.
I mean, why not? Alright, so, ask people to watch the short. I'm gonna see what he knocked over.
Well, yeah, guys, if you guys can try to watch the short, that would help out a lot. Thanks, everyone, for the help. I don't know. Alright, guys, we made 105 likes. Thanks for the help, guys.
Very strange. Also, Amber, you have gum, like, on there?
I have gum somewhere?
Yeah, that's not a safe place to keep that.
Sorry, I can throw it away if I find it. Alright, great to see you, Peter, Random Jazz, Marissa, Miss Deanna, and Jessica. Hi, Simon. Hi, Master Gunham, Link. Hi, Away, Type Pop Star. Hi, Batman Fan. Hello, Gamewing 1. Hi, everyone. Hi, Funtime Foxy.
Okay, well, what is the current one we're pushing?
The one zombies. He hates zombies is what we're pushing.
Okay, he hates zombies. Is that even on the list?
alright. Luke's just trying to find a short to push, I guess.
Yeah, that's fine. We have about, 7 people that watched it.
Thanks, everyone, for the help. Sorry we had to go check and see what was knocked over by the cat. And we didn't find anything, but oh well.
I mean, I heard him knock something over, though.
I know. Well, I don't know what it was, honey.
Prison corridor.
Oh, thank you, Jeremiah. That's very kind. It says you guys did very good with the voices.
Thank you. Sir, Mr. Edgeworth, sir, I finally caught up with you. Wait, that might be Gumshoe. Sir!
Oh, it is Gumshoe.
Detective, you're not needed elsewhere? No. The judge and the kid aren't here yet. Huh. And, I got your message, too. So you've searched the victim's cell. Did you manage to turn anything up? We got struck gold, sir. Well, blood anyway. It was right there on the floor.
Oh, wow.
Not only in tiny specks, though, but at least it's something.
Yeah! It proves that the holding cell was the scene of the crime, right?
Not quite. It proves a possibility, but it's not conclusive yet. Though, thought you'd say that, sir, which is why I ordered some follow-up work. I asked forensics to analyze the blood and see if it matches the victim's. They're on it as we speak.
Nice work, Gummy! You thought of everything!
Detective, I must say I'm impressed. Did you hit your head or something? Oh, gee. I don't look so surprised, sir. I just hope everything continues to go in our favor. Wiped floor data updated in the organizer. There are signs that blood was wiped from the floor of the victim's cell. We're currently checking whose blood it is.
Poor Gumshoe.
Alrighty, I'd say that's proof that the murder happened in the detention center. And our next trick...
We'll find out how the dog got over there!
Oh, don't worry. Now you can leave that one to me, too. Until the kid and his chaperone get here, we've got the whole prison to ourselves. Which is why I brought my secret weapons along.
Secret weapons, Gummy?
Yeah. A few tools of the trade that have helped me bust more than a few cases wide open. Behold, the 7 secret weapons of Dick Gumshoe, Ace Detective Extraordinaire. Well, I don't know about you crazy cats, but I'm sold. Miles? Very well, Detective. We'll try using your secret weapons. You got it, sir. Let me run through the list. Secret weapon number 1. My trusty old metal detector. It's made of steel, silver, or scrap. This little guy right here will find it. So, it detects metal. Very good, Detective. Next up, secret weapon number 2. Missile. Everyone's favorite crime-fighting canine. He can track pretty much any scent you put in front of him, especially food.
Whoa! He sure is a lot cuter than Mr. Kanis' dog.
And now for secret weapon number 3. Where'd I put it? Am I one snapper short of a school, or is that a fishing rod? Don't tell me you're gonna go fishing for clues. No. I mean, just happen to have it with me is all. I see. Well, onwards and upwards, Detective. Let's see what else you have. That's all she wrote, sir.
Gummy, you're 4 secret weapons short of your so-called 7! And one of them was a fishing rod!
Oh, sorry, but that's all for today, okay? I'll show you the rest next time. Why do you think I call them secret? I can't just go sharing everything at once. That's crazy.
Aww.
In that case, then I suppose the 3 you've dinged up to reveal to us will have to do for now. All right, which one do you want, sir? Missile the dog.
Missile the dog. Oh no. Missile! The Pomeranian. Oh no, this one isn't a Pomeranian. The other one was a Pomeranian. That's right, because one of the people that made this has a dog named Missile, I think.
Why are they yelling at us?
I I have no idea. I don't know what their problem is, look. They're probably like, no, they're doing the voices again!
Oh, wait. Okay. Missile.
Missile the dog!
You got it, sir. Hey! Missile, here, boy!
Oh, he really came! Wow!
Hi, Zelda.
So cute!
Come on up. Come on up, you little furball. Come here.
Now we have our own little pet.
Yep, Zelda the cat. Where are you going? And you have to decide where you're going. You're a distraction until you sit down. Sit down.
She's thinking about it.
Oh, whatever. Okay.
She wanted a pet.
She just wanted pets. Okay.
Oh, he's really cute!
So what are we tracking, sir? We're trying to find out how Mr. Kanis's dog got to the holding cells in the first place. I suspect the same route was used to bring Knight's body back to the prison. So, you give the pooch a sniff of the body?
And we'll find that route for us! I mean, he will!
Puppy!
Does anyone else smell something sweet? All I smell is the odor of blood. It's faint, sir, but it's almost like maybe cake? I don't know. Why would the body smell of cake? Okay, Missile, get a nose full.
Woof, 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 woof.
Okay, here we go. Follow the dog, sir.
We follow the dog slowly.
That's the way to... He's heading for the maximum security.
Oh, he's going in!
Then we'll have to follow after him. Do, 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 dun, 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 dun. Do, 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 do. Maximum security.
Yeah.
This is Kanis' cell, though the man himself is absent, it seems. Is he meeting with someone in the visitor's room?
Do you think Missile's onto something?
Looks like maybe he is. Okay, Amber. You made Zelda's ears go back. Is there something here?
Let's get stupid, Mr. Edgeworth. Come on! Missile sounds really excited and weird.
Alright, gang, we have a mystery to solve. Is the cake alive, maybe?
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Jinkies! There's something in here! Where I was imagining the Pink Panther theme. Do-do, 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 do-do.
No, they literally had a dog. It's totally Scooby-Doo.
It's right, it's Scooby-Doo.
Oh yeah, he hates zombies. That's great. Okay, so we're almost there.
I was thinking maybe they made a person out of cake and then the blood was actually just like strawberry frosting.
No. Oh. Okay. Zelda, don't eat that gum. It's over there by the food. Let us look at the cookies. Tea and rice crackers. Mr. Kanis clearly doesn't lack for comforts.
I can think of a worse ways to spend my time in jail than drinking tea and playing chess. I thought it was maximum security, not maximum comfort prison. How come nobody else gets a special treatment, huh?
I'm getting to that.
Why is that, Mr. Edgeworth?
Complaining to me isn't going to help. Perhaps you could take it up with the man himself.
Yikes! No, thank you. No, thanks.
So tea and crumpets. What now, little cat? Hello. Yes, yes, yes. You're loved. You are appreciated. Hello. If you had a webcam, you would just be mooning the audience right now. Yeah.
Zelda doesn't moon anyone. She just is a cat.
There is nothing of interest here.
She has fur all over her whole body. I mean, she wears clothes all the time. Even when she doesn't have a sweater on, she does. Even when she doesn't have any clothes on, she is wearing clothes because she's a cat. That's the benefit of being a cat, is you always have fur on you. Right, Zelda? Somebody's a cat. Someone's a cat.
Ember.
Someone is a cat.
Ember.
What?
Stop being weird.
Oh! Look, Mr. Edgeworth, the chisel on the floor is a bit smaller than the others.
I'm no word maker, but perhaps it's all on purpose. One that can be used in a pinch regardless of the job. Ouch.
Oh, an all-purpose pocket chisel. That makes sense. Always nice when your tools are useful and easy to carry.
Is that your opinion as a thief?
Nope, it's my opinion as a great thief. Like the great Yatagarasu.
I walked into that one. Mr. Kanis's chisels, every one a potential murder weapon.
Ha! That reminds me of something, Mr. Edgeworth. The furrows in your brow. When you frown, it looks like somebody took a chisel to your forehead.
I have no idea what you mean.
Like, then they made dents in it. You know, like they're so deep.
Focus, Kay.
Don't tell me you don't see it, Mr. Wood-carving face Edgeworth, sir. Ha ha ha.
Read the line. Line.
Don't tell me you don't see it, Mr. Wood-carving face.
Oh, that was the line.
Was the line?
I thought you were actually ad-libbing.
No, that was the line.
Have you quite finished? Okay. How did you guys do hourly? You kept the channel at around 1,200. So that's the best we could do. So the new hour will start soon, and we'll start over again with more shorts and things like that. Because YouTube only counts it every 60 minutes. But you guys did great, so good job.
Thanks, everyone. You guys are great. You guys aren't just viewers. You're great viewers, like the great Yatagarasu.
Mr. Kanis chess set, complete with his special dog piece.
That's not a chess set. That's a whole chess table with legs. Looks like it might be worth something too, Mr. Edgeworth.
It's not inconceivable, some of them are, and this is quite a nice one.
I never would have pegged Mr. Kanis as a chess fan, though. What with the whole Eastern aesthetic? He's not going... I thought he'd be more into Go.
What? Go, huh? Can you play?
I can play! Go fish!
Not the same thing, Kay. Not even close.
Fine.
What's the matter, boy? Wait, is this cake that you were after? Okay. Oh, down, boy, down! Stop that! Oh! No, you can't have it. Dogs can't eat chocolate. I know it's rough, but deal with it. If you won't behave, I'll just have to eat it myself. Wait, not bad. Yeah, that's some real outside the chocolate box thinking there. Not everybody agrees, though.
Gummy! I want some chocolate too.
Daring of both of you to assume the food in prison is safe to eat. Well, daring or dumb. So anyway, it looks like it really was Cake Missile was tracking. And talk about a waste of time. I suppose we got our just desserts. This little guy's definitely capable, right? Oh, sure he is. This was just a blip. He'll follow the right scent this time, I promise. Seek, boy! Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I think he's onto something. Whatever it is, it's in there, sir. Mr. Boxer's cell, I believe. We need to take a look. We need to take a look inside. Detective, call the guard. Yes, sir.
Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh. Something else in there. Thank you, officer. A question before we begin. Is the prisoner, Mr. Rocky, still in solitary? No, sir. He came back a little while ago. And he was here for noon roll call. I guess he must be on work duty someplace. I see. Now, if you would be so kind as to open his cell. Yes, sir. Alright, Rocky's cell.
Missile is a good boy. Huh. Oh, that's very sweet, Happy Bunny. Thank you. I have to tell Milan the same thing, says Miss Deanna. Thanks, Kwings. His cute dog voice. Thank you. I know the dog voice because I know Luke probably won't do it.
Bark, bark, wolf, wolf.
Zelda's feeling weird today. I don't know.
She's just breathing. So the cat breathes. So they watched 4 shorts in the last hour, so that helped. So we gotta do it again.
I feel like we shouldn't have eaten that cake because it might have been Evan's.
Alright, let's do this one.
Why is his punching bag that lady with her fox scarf? There's a punching bag there and it's her.
He doesn't like her, apparently.
It seems like he really doesn't like that lady because he drew her on his punching bag. That's gotta be a bad sign.
She did throw him in solitary.
Oh, yeah. That is kind of weird. Well, I guess he really doesn't like her.
Alright guys, if you could click that short, that would be great. Let's try to get as many views on that as possible, and then we'll do some other ones. We're investigating the cell now. Oh wow, she likes that, huh? Kawaii. Okay.
She likes it a lot. So, how many minutes do you think this timer is for, Miss Edgeworth?
Well, Mr. Rocky is a boxer, so 3 minutes would be my assumption. The same as the length of a round in boxing.
Thank you for playing, but the correct answer is kinda maybe about 2 minutes. Oh wait, why? Because there's a crack in it and a bit of the sand spilled out.
Why does it hurt so much when she's right?
Oh wow, so it actually only has enough sand in there for 2 minutes. No way! He has a poster of himself? And right next to it looks like he never lost the habit of making weight for a fight.
Once a boxer, always a boxer, I suppose. I see, he also had quite the collection of supplements.
Muscle protein, hustle protein, soul crushing protein. Yeah, that's a lot of protein.
Surely nobody trains like this for nothing. So, it was his proteins. He's got a tire swing in here. For what, his kangaroo or something? Did he even have a kangaroo?
Oh, that's right. Everyone could have pets. I forgot.
It says Teddy in extremely poor handwriting, so this tire belongs to the bear. Oh, that's right, the bear. I wouldn't have thought it, but Mr. Rocky and his ursine partner seem really close.
Wow, that takes me back. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, did you have a swing like this when you were a kid?
Not that I can recall, no.
Oh. So, what did you do for fun when you were a kid then?
Chess, golf, flute practice.
Oh, did you have any friends?
Why would you even ask that?
Because that sounds like boring stuff to do that no one would want to hang out with you and do those things.
I hate you, Kay. Moving on.
I just feel bad for you.
I'm surprised that they give the prisoners heaters, usually kind of unusually careless.
I wonder if he uses it all year round.
To help him lose water weight, maybe?
Sheesh. I hope his furry friend can deal with the heat in here. Whoa.
I thought that word is yes.
Yeesh.
Oh, okay.
I hope his furry friend. I actually said sheesh. I'm ready for your line, Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh, right. I'm sure they learned to sweat things out together by now.
I see what you did there.
Right. This punching bag has certainly seen some...
Ah! What breed were you again, Missile? Sure it wasn't a boxer breed? Ruff, ruff, ruff!
No way. No way indeed. Quickly, detective, move the sandbag aside. Oh, yes, sir.
Oh!
A hole, could this be? Whoa there, wait, Missile!
I'm going in too! Let's go!
Wait, stop! No, sir, I'll go get her. Oh, that's tight. Shouldn't have eaten that cake. He's gone.
Uh-oh.
Well, I'm not going in there. I guess we'll just have to wait.
The dog and her went in.
Yep. Hello, Kay, are you alright?
You're not gonna believe this, but we're in the detention center.
The detention center?
That hole, it's a tunnel that leads right into Mr. Knight's cell.
What? Don't go anywhere. I'm on my way. March 28th, 5:04 p.m. Detention Center. A secret. Hello, Darth Vader.
The dog is my favorite character.
118:25.
I'm having fun because I get to be a dog.
That's great.
I'm just gonna talk the rest of all the playthroughs. I'm gonna talk as a dog.
5 people are watching the short.
Is it the zombies one or a different?
No, enough talk. Hey guys, 5 people have clicked on the Enough Talk short. If you guys could watch that, that would be great. Thank you. Oh, that's my line. Kay!
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. I guess you could say we made a breakthrough.
Quite. At least they came out unscathed, I think. No, sir. The floorboards under the bed were torn up. So that's how they did it. There's no doubt about it. This must be the route we've been looking for. The corridors connecting to the detention center and the prison is locked down by heavy security doors. But with the help of this tunnel, it can be circumvented. It has a sweet scent that started this whole search. Could it be that the scent was in fact coming from Knight's body after all? Mr. Knight's body data updated in the organizer. Incidentally, Knight's body was covered in dirt. Dirt that might have came from being dragged through this tunnel. Kay, what was it like down there?
Well, it was pitch black, so I couldn't see a whole lot. Luckily, my camera has a flash, so I took some pictures.
Then let's see what you've captured. Look at that. Spoons, a fork. I guess they've been digging that tunnel for quite a while. That aside, are those footprints? Paw prints, even from a dog, perhaps. The tunnel prints jotted down in my organizer.
Oh, wow. It's a puppy.
This is vital piece of evidence. However, it begs something of a question. It does? Mr. Rocky has certainly been making use of his tunnel, which means... Detective, we need to find out where Mr. Rocky is immediately. If my suspicions are correct. Oh, nuts! The guards were alerted and they began searching for Mr. Rocky right away. But after a thorough investigation of both the prison and the detention center, he was nowhere to be found. He escaped.
Oh, man. I feel like this whole thing of letting animals go in and out of people's cells is a literally recipe for people escaping.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just like, if you let anyone else into your cell, animal or human, there's a huge chance that somebody's going to end up getting out. The door is going to end up unlatching or something, like...
Okay, so far 19 of you guys have clicked the short. Let's keep that up. And we're going to go to the next section. Thank you, everybody. Let's keep going.
Well, have the police been notified?
Yes, ma'am. We just finished liaising them with a moment ago. They set up a cordon around the entire facility.
Good. The first blemish on their prison's spotless reputation is always the ugliest.
It won't happen again, ma'am. A rather different warden to the one we've been seeing so far.
Mr. Edgeworth, was it? I really can't thank you enough for finding that tunnel, darling. Sadly, it may have been too late. It seems he may have already left the building.
I'd say that's unlikely, Warden. After all, there's a security gate at the exit to the detention center. You're not suggesting he simply walked through it?
What's to say? There was only the tunnel, sweetie.
There's only one tunnel.
What's to say there was only one tunnel, sweetie?
I suppose that's true.
Well, whatever the case, there is no time to be standing around chit-chatting. Mr. Edgeworth, would you mind continuing with your investigation?
It would be my pleasure.
And you three can get back to your posts.
Yes, ma'am. Detective, the results of the blood tests have just come back from the lab. Thanks, pal. Let's see what they have to tell us about the blood found in Knight's cell.
What does it say, Mr. Edgeworth?
They've identified the blood, and it is Knight's. Wiped floor data updated in his organizer. Nice job, everybody. Teamwork makes the dream work, huh? We've got Knight's blood in his holding cell, a tunnel a dog clearly went through. And the security footage showing Knight being attacked by the dog in a cell, case closed. We have all the evidence we need. Let's see what Mr. Kanis has to say for himself.
Kanis? Oh, darlings, are you sure? Do be careful around him, won't you? He's as well connected on the outside as he is in here.
I suppose it would have to be. How else would the so-called fixer stay in business?
The police have been trying to track down his accomplices for the longest time. Even I've had to lend them a hand myself, you know.
So that's what this was all about. He's still not talking, ma'am. Even with the evidence you borrowed from the precinct?
No, and I've tried many times. I've lost count. What am I supposed to do? I can't send in a blank report.
I guess the killer for hire will always going to be a tough nut to crack, huh? You borrowed evidence from the police to help with your investigation, is that correct?
Why, yes, sweetie. Everything related to Kanis is with me now. Heaven knows how many times I've hauled the secretive scoundrel into my office to talk to me. But no matter what I say or how much evidence I present to him, he simply won't say a word.
A prison warden conducting interrogations herself. That's irregular, to say the least.
Let your guard down and he'll devour you whole. Be careful, darlings. You have been warned.
Ooh-wee, and here I thought things couldn't get any spicier. Onward, team! Still have quite a ways to go yet. Alright, so back to Kanis' cell again. Speak with Kanis.
So, he's not her favorite. People thought he got special treatment, but he wasn't. She was trying to interrogate him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's a plot twist.
Okay, people are watching short. Alright, one more push, guys, and then we gotta do a different short. Okay, so one more push for 5 minutes, and then we're gonna do a different short. Oh no. Judge Gavel, I didn't expect to find you here.
We have been conducting inquiries, which, given that we are in charge of the investigation, it is hardly strange. What is strange is that you are still here, Mr. Edgeworth. I gave you a warning, did I not? I told you that your badge was at risk should our paths cross again, and yet here you are.
I'm sorry that you thought I might be so easily discouraged, Your Honor, but I am not about to let the truth slip from my grasp, no matter what you or the committee might say. I am here to present a certain someone with evidence that you yourselves should have uncovered. Ah, you have more business with me, I take it, Mr. Edgeworth.
There's his evil dog.
I do. I promised I'd be back to prove that you were the killer, and here I am. Yes, this should be amusing. Very well. Whenever you're ready.
Objection!
Not so fast! You have some truths of your own to share. First-rate deductions, in fact.
Indeed, we are now more certain than ever that Simeon Saint was the murderer. And that only he could have moved Mr. Knight from his holding cell to the prison proper.
I can read it again if you want.
We shall prove this to you beyond the shadow of a doubt. But first, a question. Are you quite determined to continue on this course, Mr. Edgeworth? Should you fail to rebut our deductions, there will be no going back. Your very career hangs in the balance.
No! Mean you'll take his badge if you don't like how it goes? That's intimidation.
Not at all. If anything, I am showing him mercy. This is not Mr. Edgeworth's case. It never was. And I am under no obligation to hear him out. If he is prepared to accept the potential ramifications of his actions, I will allow him one last chance. Well, are you truly willing to take the risk? To put your beloved badge on the line? Mr. Edgeworth!
Oh, sir! I accept your terms. I am confident of my reasoning, and what's more, I am representing the firm of Edgeworth and Company, and I do not intend to besmirch its name. That does your heart proud. My duty will be done, and I will not be intimidated.
Very well. Let us see whether you are brave or simply reckless. By the power vested in me by the almighty goddess of justice, let this judgment commence! Eustace, if you will allow me.
Ha! Fine by me. He's all yours, Gavel.
How Knight wound up in the prison. Okay. Versus the judge.
Well, this judge is insane.
131. Okay, so we need to do... We're done with that short. Not doing good. Let's go with... perfect. I found one. Alright, guys. We're going to push the Astrobot short. That's a good one. YouTube says it's not being watched, so that's really easy to track. So if you guys could click the link for Astrobot. Our goal is to try to get 40 views on that. And then we'll push another short in like 10 minutes or so. But try to click on that. Mods in the chat help with that as well. And we're going to do how the knight wound up in the prison proper.
You are aware of the incident involving Mr. Knight the day before yesterday, I assume. He assaulted an innocent guard and stole his keys. Later, in the middle of moving a large animal cage, Mr. Saint stopped by Mr. Knight's cell for a little visit. That's when Mr. Knight stole out of his cell, using the keys he had stolen. He slips into the cage, and there he hid as he was wheeled to one of the prison workshops.
It figures she was going to bring up Mr. Saint going to Knight's cell.
Yesterday, after you so kindly made us aware of the security camera footage, we decided to take a look at it ourselves. Perhaps you would like to see what we found? This is still from the footage we received. Mr. Saint,
Says Edgeworth. Mr. Saint speaking with Knight as his cell.
Correct, yes. You will also know that he has positioned the cage in such a way as to obscure the camera's view. It is this blind spot that Mr. Knight exploited in order to enter the cage undetected. A sound deduction based on what can be observed, wouldn't you say?
A blind spot, which means that the camera wouldn't have been able to capture the moment Knight entered the cage, if he did at all. So it is possible that he didn't actually leave his cell at this point.
I don't get it, Mr. Edgeworth. Why would Mr. Knight want to hide in that cage? There is really only one possibility. He intended to escape. A prison break? That's so cool! Mr. Carcerado, Mr. Knight, everybody's doing it! Awesome! I have to step up my game.
Okay, now is really not the time. Mr. Rocky escape is no laughing matter.
It is my belief that Mr. Saint helped Mr. Knight with his escape attempt. That is to say, he was his accomplice. Wow! Go Simeon! Awesome!
That wasn't a compliment!
I understand that the cage was briefly taken to one of the workshops. I imagine that had things gone to plan, Mr. Knight would have remained in the cage until after the show, and then removed from the premises along with the rest how the circus's equipment. Unfortunately for Mr. Knight, Mr. Sage had other ideas. He killed his friend in cold blood.
Judge Gavel's argument seems reasonable, but there must be a fault in her logic somewhere, and I am going to find it. Okay, rebuttal time.
All right.
Okay, so let's see where people are.
It is the rebuttal time.
Can't believe this judge lady replaced Sean Connery. He's in the courthouse. She's in the field.
It didn't
Not the same
replace
thing.
her. It's just a different... They have different characters come in and then leave. They have different side characters come in.
Okay, so far 18 of you guys have clicked the short. We're going to need more than that, though. So let's keep refocusing our efforts.
I guess we can just press on everything. I don't know.
Yeah, we're going to press on everything.
You are aware of
Hold
the
it.
incident... Oh!
Your Honor, about this incident.
You have heard about it, of course. Surely any attorney worth his salt would have his sources.
Yes, I'm aware of it, of course. I simply wish for...
Then you are wasting both our time. Shall we continue? He assaulted an innocent guard and stole his...
Do you have any proof that Knight stole the keys?
I can think of no other reason for him to carry out such a brutal attack. Once the guard he assaulted regains consciousness, I'm sure he will confirm our suspicions.
I wouldn't be so sure. Perhaps I should press her further on her reasoning. Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, but I believe there is a flaw in your reasoning. If Knight had the keys, there was nothing to stop him from leaving whenever he wanted. Why wait for Mr. Saint? There was no need, surely.
He chose the option he deemed most likely to succeed. He stole the keys and hid them somewhere, then waited for an opportune moment to present itself.
He hid the keys. I'm afraid you might have made an uncharacteristic oversight, Your Honor. But Knight wasn't hiding any keys. That has been proven already. And this is the piece of evidence that proves Knight didn't have the keys. Okay.
How could he have never hid the keys? Well, don't we have a pair of keys? And I thought we got a pair of keys at some point.
Mr. Knight's cell key. A guard was attacked and his keys. This is the piece of evidence proves Knight didn't have the keys.
Yeah, so how could he hide them if he didn't have them to begin with? I would present that. Like, he couldn't have possibly hid it if he never even had it.
Okay, guys, we gotta get more views on that short. Okay, present keys.
Take that!
No, I'm sorry. Since you know about the incident, I assume you must already know about this. But after the assault, the guards searched both Knight and his cell, and no keys were found. And if the whereabouts of the keys cannot be proven, then neither can your theory.
I have considered the matter of the missing keys, and I do not think it's such an issue. I still believe he had them after all. The guards only stated that they were unable to locate them. And this is because they were cleverly hidden inside the pocket chest set.
Knight's chess set, the same set in which the murder weapon was also allegedly hidden.
Was it? I can't help but wonder about that. What? But you're the one who proposed it! Actually, if you recall, it was Eustace's assertion.
So the two of them aren't of one mind on this, I take it.
Allow me to restate the facts. Mr. Knight hid the keys he stole from the guard inside his chest set. When Mr. Saint came to see him, Mr. Knight used the keys to open his cell and climbed inside the cage. He was then moved from his holding cell to that workshop in the prison proper, all with the help of his friend and accomplice. Had things gone according to plan, he would have been taken out of the facility after the show. But they did not. Instead, his accomplice murdered him while the show was taking place in the yard.
Objection!
Mr. Saint was part of that performance. How would he even have had time to commit the murder?
Overruled! How indeed? Allow me to explain. As you know, many stage performances follow a set narrative. Yesterday's show was one such example.
She's done her homework, I see.
The suspect played the role of an antagonist opposite the elephantine heroine of the show. In the latter part of the performance, the heroine's love prevails, and the villain is defeated. This victory is depicted in a very unique manner, whereby the villain is sent flying from the stage by the heroine.
He's sent flying by the elephant.
Oh my gosh. Isn't that kind of dangerous? Having been ejected from the stage in this manner, the villain no longer appears in the performance. In other words, the suspect did not appear on stage for a period of approximately 15 minutes.
And you're saying that the crime took place during that time?
Yes, I'm afraid so. After all, it's more than a sufficient window, wouldn't you say?
Objection!
I don't think so, no. Committing the crime and returning to the stage in that short of 15-minute window is only possible, assuming that the murder took place in the prison proper. But in fact, Your Honor, the real scene of the crime was Knight's cell.
I seem to remember telling you that I would not accept that part of the security footage into evidence.
Objection! And you won't have to. I have proof of a different kind.
Very well. Would you be so good as to present it? What proof do you have that the murder took place in the victim's holding cell?
The tunnel prints. Wait.
What proof do we have? What was that splotch on the floor that we saw before?
You talking about this? The white floor?
It says the blood was confirmed it was Knight's. Wasn't that in his cell?
Yeah.
Maybe we can try that. I don't know.
White floor.
Although I would say dog paw prints would be a good guess, though.
Alright, here we go. Present this.
Take that!
This appears to be a photograph of a floor. Almighty Goddess of Justice, grant me patience.
That floor you're so dismissive of, Your Honor, has traces of Knight's blood on it.
Ah! Traces, you say? Is this evidence reliable? After all, I don't believe you have access to the necessary forensic operatives.
Objection! I have my own sources. A certain blunt instrument, you might say, but a reliable one nonetheless.
The detective! How very unfortunate for him. Perhaps before you decide to circumvent the law, you might have considered that the committee's influence extends to the police. Ha 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 ha.
Oh no, now Gummy's badge is on the line too?
Forgive me, Detective. I didn't mean to put you at risk at all.
I will enter the fact that Mr. Knight's blood was found in the holding cell into evidence. However...
Objection.
Bad luck, idiots. You're really on the edge now, Mr. Worthless.
Mr. Winner, I'd forgotten you were there. It was nice while it lasted.
I just butted in to tell you that your entire argument is one big inconsistency. You showed us camera footage of a dog killing Mr. Knight in his cell. Are you saying the mutt also wiped the blood up before it left the scene?
You can put that down quieter.
Sorry. Uh-oh! Oh no!
What other tricks can it do, huh? A blood-wiping dog? You're a joke.
You'd have wiped that blood up, wouldn't you, boy? Yes, Helmut, yes, you would.
What?
That is one of the tricks I taught him before our work together was so rudely cut short. He's a very tighty boy, you know, never misses a drop. I wouldn't do to leave any evidence after all.
Creepy.
Saved by an assassin of all people.
Wow.
Jeez Louise, you could have just taught the little guy to shake hands. He does that marvelously too. Although, the way I taught him to do it is somewhat unorthodox. First, he bites down hard on the victim's hand. Then...
La 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 la! I'm not listening! Oh!
I see. Very well then, Mr. Edgeworth. It seems you may have gathered some evidence worth considering.
Your understanding is much appreciated.
Wait! I'm not done yet. I just thought of something else.
Overruled.
Oh boy, somebody's taking no prisoners.
Eustace, would you be so kind as to allow me?
All yours, Gavel.
Well, do you accept the truth now? The crime took place in Knight's holding cell, and the assassin dog was the killer.
Overruled. My position is the same as it was yesterday. Until you can explain how the dog moved between the prison and the detention center, I cannot accept your theory into evidence.
Hold it!
I thought you might say that, which is why I'd like to show you something else. The piece of evidence shows how the dog could freely travel between the prison and the detention center. Be the tunnel.
Yeah, I think you're right, Luke, with the prints and the tunnel. That is weird because I think those footprints had blood on them or something. They had something on them.
Amber, what's the short that I've been pushing?
I don't even know, honey. I've been trying to focus on the stuff I'm doing. I'll click on it and tell you what it is.
I'm clicking.
Okay. Looks like it was the Astrobot short,
Oh,
Luke.
it's the Astrobot one? Right,
Yep.
Astrobot is... Alright, Astrobot got 50. Alright, good job guys. Astrobot got 50, so let's, we're gonna move on to something else. I'm gonna do... Go further back. Let's do this one. And I can check Alright people, here we go. This is your next one, people. There you go. I'm presenting the tunnel.
Take that!
Alright, Luke, let's try it. Oh, this is...
That is correct. Your downfall. It is a secret passageway. It runs beneath the prison.
What? What? A secret passageway?
It was dug up by one Rocky, the escapee. It leads from his prison cell to a certain holding cell in the detention center. Yes, the very one where the victim was being held.
Wow, this is certainly a surprise. To think that it was beneath our feet this entire time.
Well, that's not good. Mr. Kanis, you knew of this tunnel, didn't you? Because it's the same tunnel that was used to carry out the murder.
In the name of the goddess of justice, overruled, Mr. Edgeworth. You are out of line.
Hold it!
How so, Your Honor?
Overruled. Evidence is everything, whether in court of law or the scene of an investigation. Isn't that your little catchphrase? Well, it just so happens that I have some evidence of my own. Bronco Knight's autopsy report.
His autopsy report?
When did we get that?
How do you not know you had it?
The police handed it to me only a short while ago. The findings are still preliminary, but it has something of value to tell us. Nonetheless, the goddess of justice speaks to us through these pages. Mr. Edgeworth, cause of death, stab wound to the throat, and the weapon is said to be a sharp blade of some sort. It seems the victim was stabbed repeatedly in the same spot, resulting in an ugly wound. As such, the police have yet to identify the exact shape of the weapon, but its overall nature seems to be beyond question. It is a bladed metal instrument. In light of this evidence, do you truly wish to continue with your flight of fancy? Or will you now claim that the dog used the knife instead?
But that's impossible!
That will be all. This court is adjourned.
Objection! But the tunnel and the paw prints!
Hold it. Oh, wait.
What of them? Helmut is something of a wanderer. Perhaps he just happened to cross the tunnel one day. Although I couldn't say for certain. I myself cannot wander quite so freely. That would be quite a coincidence. But I can't prove it's not the case either. Hey, she sure knows how to keep a secret, huh? Kinda wish she's kicked us in the teeth a little earlier with that. She's baiting me, waiting for the perfect moment to crush me with that autopsy report. And I fell for it, hook, line, and sinker.
You are lead attorney for the defense, correct, Mr. Fender? This is the intern autopsy report in question, intern. I do apologize for the delay.
Yeah, no sweat. Thanks for hooking us up. Autopsy report jotted down in the organizer. Yep, this all checks out. Yep.
Mr. Fender, a handshake is not necessary when receiving official court documents, you know. So please feel free to let go of my hand. It is not a holy relic after all.
I was just trying to be friendly, Your Honor.
Had you lingered a moment longer, the goddess of justice would have spoken to you through my gavel.
Alright, I get it.
Nice work, Gavel. Oh, just like we all planned it.
I did only as you instructed, Eustace, but thank you.
I hate these two. This report came from the police. I have no choice but to accept its legitimacy. But if the dog didn't kill Knight, then that takes Kanis out of the running.
The goddess of justice speaks to me, Mr. Edgeworth. and she is merciful. She tells me that you might keep your badge if you will finally abandon this fruitless quest.
What's your move, sir? I think she really means it this time. What do you think, Detective? The answer remains the same, Judge Gavel. I will see my duty done, and I will not be intimidated.
Even with how things stand, you still refuse to concede? This may very well be your last chance. Your badge hangs by a thread.
Then let it fall if it must. I have something far more important to protect as an associate attorney. My client.
The goddess of justice is no doubt saddened by your refusal to accept yet another offer of mercy.
Attaboy, Miles. That's what I like to see. Looks like the defense never rests is really starting to mean something to you. Credit to your old man, though. He's the one who said it first. My father. In fact, I could swear I saw Gregory's spirit in you for a second there. You said that you changed since your days in Von Karma Shadow. I didn't believe you at first, but I'm starting to. Thank you, Fenda. All right, kids. This is where the rubber really hits the road. Put your thinking caps on. It's make or break time. If it's true that Knight was off with a bladed weapon, does your whole case really fall apart? A bladed weapon, of course. There were 5 chisels in Kanis' cell when we last looked. A former assassin certainly wouldn't struggle to commit murder with a tool like that. In which case, the weapon that killed Knight was...
Have you quite finished?
No. Evidence is everything. It may very well be a little catchphrase, but it is also true. The murder weapon was a sharp blade. Then where is it? The guards didn't find it.
Why can't you let this go? So what if they didn't find it? What are you drawing at?
What if I were to tell you that I know what the real murder weapon was? And that it was right under our noses the whole time indeed. It was one of Kanis' chisels.
What?
Overruled! I would advise you to stop bombarding us with your irresponsible half-baked theories, Mr. Edgeworth. You have repeatedly insisted that Mr. Knight was killed in his cell by a dog.
I simply go where the evidence takes me, both in the courtroom and at the scene of a crime. If the murder weapon was in fact a chisel, then yes, the murderer could not have been the dog. But that begs the question of what exactly is what was we saw in the security footage.
Oh yeah, the security footage. How do you explain that, Mr. Smarty Pants?
An excellent question. The footage shows somebody attacking the dog jumping on somebody, the dog killing somebody.
Maybe the dog just pinned the guy to the ground and then the guy finished him off with a chisel or something. Maybe the dog jumped on him and he fell behind that bed so you couldn't see him, and then the guy came up through the tunnel and finished him off with the chisel and then went back through the tunnel. He could have knocked him out of view so you couldn't see the other guy kill him if the guy had come through with the dog. I don't know. So... okay. Guys, don't forget to watch the short because we're having a lot of problems with views. Thank you guys for the help. I'm trying, Luke.
Alright, so you suggested the dog jumping on somebody? There is no knocking over option.
Maybe he just jumped on him then.
Mr. Kanis' dog jumping up at Knight. The dog attacked Knight, but he didn't kill the man.
He didn't?
No, Knight was merely knocked out. The dog didn't drag a corpse through the tunnel. He dragged an alive but unconscious Knight. The real killer was the dog's master. Oh, I get it. By bringing Knight here, Kanis could finish the job.
And he could definitely use one of his chisels to do it!
Correct. You Kanis, you are the one who could have done it.
Hey.
Objection!
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, you ever get this on your report card? Refuses to listen must learn to respect others.
Are you asking me a confession to what's on yours?
We already searched Mr. Kanis' cell from top to bottom, right, Gavel?
Yes. Yes, we are. We even inspected his chisels, all 4 of them. All 4? There wasn't a single speck of blood.
Hold it!
Why, thank you, Your Honor. You have just confirmed my theory.
I have? What exactly do you mean?
The last time we were here, there were 5 chisels, not 4.
Oh yeah, I remember counting them. There were definitely 5 there.
And the one that's missing is the small one. The one we thought might be a pocket chisel. Mr. Kanis, where did you hide that chisel? A pocket chisel? And what use might I have for such a thing? I am rarely allowed to leave my cell. In which case, he shouldn't have had the chance to dispose of the weapon. You've dug your own grave, Mr. Kanis.
You seem to have an idea what this missing chisel might be, Mr. Edgeworth. Would you enlighten us?
Alright guys, one more cat short. We gotta push really hard. We've got less than 10 minutes. Yep, this is getting good. Alright guys, click the link. Amber and I will do our thing. Click the link. Have that run in the background, please. And you read your line?
You seem to have an idea where this missing chisel might be, Mr. Edgeworth. Would you enlighten us?
For a man who can't leave his cell on his own volition, Kanis would have hidden the chisel here. Probably in this thing. The dog would have hid it. Where was it hidden, Amber?
I guess it would be, I don't know, I think it might be the... where would we have hidden it? Those are the only places?
Has to be one of these spots. Workshop. B, A, cell, corridor, circle, maximum security.
How do we know what's in it? But you just went on there. What if the dog ate it?
What do you
We
mean?
have to present it. We have to present a room.
Yes, we have to choose a room.
Maybe, I guess, isn't he in maximum security, right? He lives there.
Uh-huh.
So I'd present that. He must have hid it somewhere in his cell.
Okay.
Take that!
And Mr. Kanis is still a prisoner despite the comfort he enjoys. He is rarely allowed out of his cell. He could have given the chisel to his dog to leave somewhere. But that would have been far from ideal. He would have no way of guaranteeing where it might end up. Intriguing. Do go on, Mr. Edgeworth. Furthermore, this room is the one place where a bladed instrument wouldn't raise an eyebrow. 4 chisels, 5 chisels, who's counting? The fact that he took full advantage of. And the old keep the incriminating evidence close routine. Classic.
Objection!
But I looked. I searched the whole cell myself, and there was nowhere he could have hidden it.
Objection!
I'm certain that the murder weapon is here. And the reason why no one has found it yet is because it is hidden in such an ingenious manner. Do enlighten us, Mr. Edgeworth. What was my ingenious plan? Think, Miles. There must be a hiding spot he could make use of. Think about when you came here previously, and what are you missing? He's not showing us permanently, right?
Well, let's get out of here. Come on. Oh no.
The dog? The dog! He hasn't made a sound today. When we were here before, he barked and growled repeatedly. Kanis even encouraged him to do so. That must be it. I knew something was off. I can hardly believe it, but I think it's where he hid the murder weapon. Giving up already? I expected more of you, Miles Edgeworth.
Hold it!
As well you should, if you would give me a moment. For this piece of evidence shows where you hid the murder weapon. The dog.
I think the dog ate it or something.
Your dog. He seems usually quiet today.
Oh yeah. Unlike last time when... Mr. Kanis, if you would be so kind as to open Helmet's mouth.
Oh, come now. He hasn't barked because he is a well-behaved boy. I had to order him to last time. Then order him again this instant.
It's not like we're asking for the world, Mr. Kanis. Or do you have something to hide?
If you insist. Come, Helmut, open up.
Oh my gosh!
And there you have it, a chisel that small. What?
A chisel in the dog? Why is there a chisel in the dog?
I thought he'd been strangely quiet. I guess his brain has finally caught up and snapped.
Eustace, why don't you be a good boy and call forensics? Tell them it's urgent.
Okay.
Our findings are as follows. Traces of blood that were detected on the chisel.
What?
Oh, wow.
Not such a half-baked theory after all, was it? Hey, alright. So we're all on the same page here. This is our murder weapon, yeah?
The forensic evidence cannot be ignored. We have no choice but to concede that this is the most likely the case.
Chisel data jotted down in the organizer.
Mr. Kanis, in light of the discovery of the murder weapon, the court demands that you explain yourself.
We found the route your dog took to the holding cells, and now we have the chisel. How do you propose to talk your way out of this one? You'll never fail to entertain, Mr. Edgeworth.
Why does he always laugh like that? Even when it's not even funny.
Okay. Alright, we're gonna clear 1,000, just barely.
Poor Helmut, how could they suspect us, You leave me little choice. I shall simply have to share with you the truth. I did not kill anyone. I've grown tired of killing, you see.
Something's not right. Why is he so calm?
Very well, the court will hear Mr. Kanis' testimony. If you would be so kind.
Yes, gladly.
Okay, Kanis' defense. And we're gonna have to leave it there because we're not gonna survive another hour doing this. Like, I gotta get Indiana Jones started. So, guys, you managed for 2 hours to keep the channel consistent, but this stream did not help. So, we're gonna save here. That was a great teamwork that you guys did, but it's not gonna work the next hour. We gotta get something in that people are actually gonna watch. Which is, Indiana Jones. But you guys did good. But the final tally for this is there's only 700 views on this stream. So it needs 1,000 in order to get another episode. That's the rule. And Amber is barely awake.
Yeah, thank you again, Spicy Peppa aka Robin, for sponsoring today's stream. Thank you for bringing the possibility of bringing Ace Attorney back. We'll see what happens. Spicy Peppa made...
Just let me talk, Amber.
Okay, I'll let you do it.
Alright, so anyway, guys and gals, thanks you so much for watching. Thank you again, Spicy Pepper, for sponsoring this episode. If you guys want another episode of Ace Attorney Investigations, 1,000 views is required. You have until Sunday. This episode got 700 views after 2 hours and 12 minutes. Next up is Indiana Jones, so head on over to Indiana Jones. It needs 40 likes to start. It's at 27. And we are shooting for a 9:30 or 9:15 start. So the faster the likes happen, the sooner Indiana Jones will begin. Alright, thanks again for watching, everybody, and good luck getting another Ace Attorney. This episode really did bleed the channel, literally. But thank you for watching the shorts. You guys did amazing. Alright, see you on the next one.